I get emails from new students all the time, right? But take a look at this email I got the other day. I'm not gonna read all of these, but I'll read some of them. So here's the email. I'm gonna read him in a kind of a goofy accent. He says, hello, I need a private piano teacher for my son, Thomas. He's 14 years old, and he can easily catch up. Catch up to what? Do email me back with following information if you are interested in teaching him. Total cost of tutoring for 1 month. 1 hour per day, 2 times a week. Your years of teaching experience, expecting your prompt response. Regards. Okay, so here's my response. I told him I do free introductory lessons on Fridays right here, and I gave him some of my information. Usually we do once a week lessons, dude. Alright? Somebody asking for twice a week lessons, it's a little bit of a red flag there. Anyway, that's my price. Here we go. Alright, Owen. Thanks for the mail, as well as your good response. I decided to hire you. Okay, so his son is changed his name now. His son, Ramos. I've arranged with my caregiver living in your area. So he happens to have a caregiver living in my area. She has agreed with me and ready to be driving him down to the lesson venue for every classes. Okay. As the lesson is $400 for the period of 8 sessions. I would like you to get back to me with all the following information. Okay, so here's this is kind of strange here. Who asks for your full name and address and zip code and country? Country, dude? All right. So I'm like, okay, maybe I missed the name here. Looking forward to taking Ramos's piano abilities to the next level. Ramos, I'm sure he really exists, right? Thomas Ramos. Okay. Anyway, hope to see Ramos this Friday for his free lesson. So we set up a time for Friday, and I taught my other students and waited around on Friday. No show, no call, no text, no email, no nothing. And then I get this email. Thank you for your response. I am sorry for the delay and time factor that made my son Ramos not to show up. Thank you for the mail as well for your response and understanding so far. I am happy to let you know that I am totally pleased with the lesson. What lesson? What are you talking about, dude? Just to let you understand that your details has been forwarded to my associate. All right, who's this associate? It's something about issuing a check. They're sending a check. Now, I haven't asked for any money yet. We're talking about a free lesson here. He's talking about a check sent out to you, which you are going to receive any moment from now, in order for you to have it cleared to your account before the lesson date, as we both agree. No, dude, I didn't agree to this. No, you agreed to it. I didn't agree to this. He says, I would like you to understand that he has told me the amount on the check is more than $400. All right, why? If you pay somebody $400, why would you make it more? Make arrangement concerning this once you get the check. Make the deposit or your bank once it's cleared to your account, which is not going to take. Well, all right, so this is getting weird now. He's talking about check clearing my bank account and the time that it takes to clear. You will deduct the lesson fee of $400 and help me to send the remaining balance to the caregiver. All right, here's where I basically realized this was all a bunch of BS. So he says, send the remaining balance to the caregiver. All right, who's the caregiver? I'm so much sorry for the inconvenience because my associate included my son and his caregiver. So traveling expenses to your state. So he wants me to believe that he's traveling out of state to study with me, some nobody in Maryland. And yeah, right. I wait to hear from you once you read this mail to be sure you are going to follow my instructions. You got too much instructions, man. Your scam may have worked if you guys would have showed up at the lesson. Maybe I would have fell for it, but y'all getting too complicated with it now. He says, once you deduct the fees and the balance of the money you are to send, and deduct extra $50 for the money, for all your effort for doing this for me. So he's thinking that I'm going to get some check of some indeterminate amount of money and keep the $400 for the lessons and also keep this extra $50 just for the trouble, just because he's just that nice of a guy. Wow, what a chap. What a Boy Scout here, folks. So here's where I'm starting to get like kind of annoyed here. I'm like, all right, we'll figure out the details when we meet on Friday, right? Let's play along with him for a little bit and see where this goes. All right, we'll work it out when we meet. I could do an electronic PayPal transfer if there's any issues with the check. All right, so hey, you guys will get your extra money deducted, no problem. You know, I didn't realize Ramos was traveling from out of state. Very cool. Yeah, very cool, Ramos. Anyway, so here we are, May 7th now. So he sent me a check. All right, so I'm like, yeah, right, like this check is ever gonna come. And then the check came. So I get to the studio, and I find a nice little envelope like this. All right, check this out. Little envelope. The check. All right, so for a 1 hour lesson is $50, right? So in a normal month, that's like 4 weeks or whatever, right? $200. Even doing 2 lessons a week, right? 2 hour lessons a week, mind you. That comes out to $400 a week. This check is for $1,850. How is your math that bad? This is ridiculous. By now, it's not just a red flag, it's a siren, it's a firing squad, flashing red exclamation marks, and the whole 9 yards. So I'm like, this dude wants me to cash his check and give him some $1,000-some in cash just for coming to my studio to get a lesson that he should be paying for. So obviously, I'm not gonna cash this check. Obviously, I'm not taking this anywhere near my bank. So I'm thinking now, all right, cool. They think they have me hook, line, and sinker. I'm not trying to be a mean guy. I'm not trying to be rude to these folks, because I don't know if they got guns or knives or swords or something. So I'm still being cool with them in the email. But I'm thinking, how can I get them back now with a massive troll? And we get to the troll. To get them back, you know? Because this is immoral, you know? They're preying on music teachers here. This is wrong. But guess what? Surprise, surprise. I got a little scam of my own for these guys. All right, so May 11th, that would make it Thursday, okay? So I finally replied back to them. Hey, Mr. Scott, it was a pleasure meeting your son and his caregiver yesterday. We had a wonderful first lesson. He clearly has a talent for the piano. All right, so what's going on here? Basically, I want these guys to think that somebody showed up to my studio, and it obviously wasn't them. And I know it wasn't them, but he doesn't know that I know that it wasn't them. So here we go. As you requested, I gave the caregiver the difference of $1,450 for their travel expenses, and I appreciate you paying the month in advance. Looking forward to seeing Thomas at his next lesson. Good luck, and thanks again. I feel like if I can talk about my business and talk about what I do, maybe I can help somebody else out there, help them avoid making the same mistake. But let me know what y'all think. Have you guys been scammed before? Have you fallen for any email scams? Have you spotted any email scams similar to this, where people go after your job and your profession? You know, leave me a comment down below. We'll keep the conversation going. But if you like this kind of content, it's a little bit different from what I normally do. Leave a like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, do all of that good stuff. Hit the bell, hit the this, hit the that. All the music in the background of this video is some little samples of my mixtape that I'm going to have coming out pretty soon. It's not really a full-blown album, but it's basically a full-blown album. So that's all I got for you this weekend. Hope y'all having a great week. And stay away from the scammers now. Be safe. And that's how you get the money.